Hello, I'm Philip Sneller. Welcome to Window on the Word. Today let's turn to Genesis chapter 33. And Jacob lifted his eyes and looked, and behold, Esau arrived with 400 men. And he divided the children among Leah and Rachel and the two maidservants. And he put the maidservants and their children first, then Leah and her children after them, and Rachel and Joseph at the back. And he himself crossed over before them, and bowed to the ground 7 times until he came near to his brother. And Esau ran to meet him and embraced him and fell on his neck and kissed him, and they wept. And he lifted his eyes and saw the women and the children, and he said, "Who are these with you?" And he said, "The children whom God has graciously given to your servant." And the maidservants drew near, they and their children, and they bowed down. Then Leah and her children also drew near and bowed down. And last Rachel and Joseph drew near and bowed down. And he said, "What do you mean by all this company whom I met?" And he said, "To find favor in the eyes of my Lord." And Esau said, "I have plenty, my brother. Keep what you have for yourself." And Jacob said, "No, please. If I have found favor in your eyes, then receive the gift from my hand, because now I have seen your face. It is like seeing the face of God, and you were pleased with me. Please, receive my blessing that is brought to you, because God has been gracious with me, and because I have all I need." And he urged him, so he took it. And he said, "Let us set out and go, and I will go ahead of you." But he said, "My Lord knows that the children are tender, and the sheep and the cattle that are nursing are with me. And if they are driven hard one day, the whole flock will die. Please, let my Lord pass on before your servant, and I will journey gently, at the pace of the livestock that are ahead of me, and at the pace of the children, until I come to my Lord at Seir." And Esau said, "Please let me leave some of the people who are with me." And he said, "Why do that? Let me find favor in the eyes of my Lord." So Esau returned that day on his way to Seir. And Jacob journeyed toward Succoth, which means booths. And he built a house for himself and booths for his livestock. Therefore the name of the place was called Succoth. And Jacob arrived unharmed at the city of Shechem, which is in the land of Canaan, when he came from Paddan Aram, and he camped before the city. And from the hands of the sons of Hamor, father of Shechem, he acquired the portion of ground where he pitched his tent for 100 pieces of money. And there he erected an altar and called it El Elohe Israel, which means God, the God of Israel. Thank you for listening. To God be the glory.